Up, my friends? Welcome back to the channel. 3v3 Grand Arena is returning this month, so I thought it would be a good idea to show you guys how I'm breaking down my squads for offense and defense, and then also give us a spot where we can just kind of communicate back and forth with some ideas for some good 3v3 teams. So if this is your first time on the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button for some more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content in the future. And now is a good time to get in on the channel. We're actually doing a giveaway for the first 100 subscribers to celebrate that mark. So I will leave a tag up above so you can see that video and see what you need to be a participant in that contest giveaway. So first, this is a disclaimer. I am a newer player, so I've been playing for about 8-9 months now. So I'm not going to have as big of a roster as some of you guys out there, but I want to show you guys how I'm breaking up mine. And then I also have a really cool website that I found that I wanted to show you with some good ideas for teams, as well as how to counter some teams that you'll see out there as well. So let's hop over. I wanted to break down what my normal GAC 5v5 teams are. I know some of you guys watch my GAC content, but if you don't, this will give you an idea of what we're looking to break down. So got a JKR team, Padme Galactic Republic team, I've got a Empire team, Shakti clones, got a Phoenix squad, and then a CLS team that's kind of in the works for my regular offense teams. And then on defense, I've got a Bugs team, got a Nightsister squad, got a Bounty Hunters with kind of a mix of Old Republic in there for them. I'm working on Bounty Hunters. That's just one that I just haven't had the time to really invest in, even though I want to have good Bounty Hunters. I've got a First Order team that I'm working on. This is kind of an old school Rebels team, and then this is a this team right here I really don't use. I just have it down there just to have an extra one in there to work on in the future. All right, so this is how I'm going to break down the 3v3 offense and what I was thinking about. So for JKR, probably what I will do is undersize a lot with this one, but I'm thinking him with Jolie, I probably can undersize quite often, and then if I really need to bring in some more, I can bring Ezra in for that extra assist and damage. I think will do really well. And then for Bastila lead, Bastila is one of those that you can really get high banners with just in general anyway, because I do a lot of undersizing, breaking her down out of my Jedi team anyway on 5v5. So with this one, I'll probably use Bastila and Yoda a lot. And then if I needed just to have some extra defense with that pre-taunt with Zeta on Bastila, I can throw Old Ben in there. I think will be helpful too. And then for my Padme team, I'm looking at bringing Anakin and Ahsoka with Padme. I think this will be really strong because you're looking at all the courage that those three characters are going to give out. I probably can wipe through some teams really fast. I've got some decent mods on Anakin too, so he'll be pretty fast to hop out there. And then for Empire team, I've got a couple of options here. I also have a Nihilus as well that I might run with this squad right here. But right now I've kind of got Thrawn in there, just according on you know what use I need. One good thing about this one with Thrawn is you're just going to have a lot of stun action with Vader's ability block, and then Thrawn's basic is going to stun, and then you've got Fracture going as well. So that's a pretty solid team that I've used in 3v3 in the past for offense. And then this is another option, just kind of splitting up my Empire squad with a Tarkin lead. It's going to give you that speed to kind of get out there ahead of the other team and hopefully kind of stop them before they get started. And then for Shakti, I'm thinking of going Echo and 5s with Shakti. That way I can use Rex's leadership with my other clones. Generally, I think I would like to keep Rex with Shakti, but I think this will break down good because Rex's leadership is going to be, I think, better than maybe using Commander Cody. I'm going to kind of play around with this. I wouldn't mind hearing some thoughts on how to break this down, because I was really kind of didn't have a good idea of how to break this down and it would work. But I think this with Shakti will be pretty good, and then having Rex with Commander Cody and Clone Trooper should be some pretty good damage that I can get out there. It probably wouldn't be high banners though, so probably not one that I will use unless I just have to use it, that kind of thing. And then for CLS, I got CLS, Han, and R2-D2. One of the things about this one I think will be pretty good is you've got that stun with Han out of the, right off the bat, and then R2-D2's got the stuns as well. So I think this one would be one that I can really kind of slow down a team real quick with stuns. And then for Phoenix, I'm looking at Hera, Ezra, and Zeb. The reason that I'm doing that is Zeb's going to give that protection recovery so you can get good banners. And then obviously you're going to have some DPS in that team, and Ezra is really the only one that I've got that can DPS pretty good from my Phoenix squad. All right, so defense-wise, I'm looking at, for my bugs, doing Brood Alpha, Soldier, and Spy, which I think is going to be a pretty hard team to go through. You know, bugs in general being 4v3 is just a tough squad to go through, and then all that all that offense from Spy and Soldier, I think is going to be tough. And then to bring my Separatist crew kind of together, I thought I really don't have a great Dooku, but I think this might be kind of a sleeper team with the stuns. Especially with having Poggle who can assist. Hopefully he sends assist towards Count Dooku and gets more stuns out there, and then got Sunfac as a tank who can also do stagger, which I think will be a decent little defensive team. We'll see how it goes. I'm really kind of curious to see how that one works out. And then for Nightsisters, I went with Talzin, Daka, and Zombie as like my hardest team. Ideally, I wish I had Alkalite, and I would do Talzin, Alkalite, and Zombie. That way I could do that little trick where Alkalite stays stealth, and then you know, if Talzin goes down, then you're just, every time you use a basic, you're going to be using, or she's going to be popping up and hitting too, which I think would be a really good team. But unfortunately, I don't have Alkalite available to use, so I had to break them down this way. And then for the other one, I went for more stuns here. With Nightsister, Spirit, and then Asajj, and then Talia is the only other option I had to throw in there. So hopefully she's kind of decent at helping keeping them alive. Don't have real high hopes for Talia, but we'll see. She also has that stagger too, which can be helpful too in 3v3, keeping people's turn meter down. And then for bounty hunters, I've got a weak bounty hunter squad. We'll see how this goes. I really am not expecting a ton out of this one. I really wish I had Bosk and Django. I'm working on them right now. I just don't have them geared up and leveled enough to throw in here. So this is what I've got going forward right now. And then for my first order squad, this is what I'm thinking, doing Unmask, OG Kylo, and then first order Executioner for some extra offense there. We'll see how that goes. I really want the Zeta on Unmasked, but I got so many Zetas that I need to do right now. It's kind of a little bit down the line. And this is kind of a sleeper team that I was thinking of throwing Han in here with all that extra defense that he puts out, and then doing the Zalabar and Mission combo with him, and seeing if that can be a little bit tanky. None of those have really good gear. Be one of those that I throw in, and hopefully maybe on the back line it'll catch somebody when they don't have a whole lot of stuff going on. So that's how I'm breaking down my teams right now. I obviously have some other stuff that I can throw in there. I've got like General Kenobi and some stuff that I haven't thrown into some teams yet. But this is what I'm thinking as far as breakdowns right now. So I did find this cool website though that I hope is helpful for you guys. It's called Bobby Baxter. I'll leave a thing down below, but he's got like counters for 5v5 and 3v3 counters as well. So one thing that's really neat about this, and the site is not really showing all that well for you guys. So here we go. Let's go this route with it. If you click on here, it'll show you what the kind of like the general opponent's team's going to be, and then it'll let you know what some good counters are based on that lineup, which I think is really, really nice. So like Shakti clones, like they're recommending doing 5s and Rex, and then you know, the counters for them, you're looking at like some Padme counters. So it just kind of gives you some good ideas of some teams to kind of build off of. So Emperor Palpatine, they're showing Palpatine, Vader, Sith Trooper. So there's just a lot of different ideas out here that you can hop off of this one. He's got loads of different stuff going on here as far as strategy wise, and then ways to counter those. So I thought this would be helpful for you guys. I'll leave a link down below to that so you can kind of look over this as you're coming up with counters. But also would love to hear from you guys as far as what you're using, some good ideas. One thing that's really cool about 3v3 is, you know, there's a lot of different options, and it's really, you can really throw people off by throwing them something that they haven't seen before, and you know, maybe just kind of throw them off balance, and they'll get a quick loss by not seeing it coming, that kind of thing. So but hopefully this is helpful for you guys, and you know, let me know what you think. Leave those comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video.